3 minutes of interesting science, content, clarity, and charisma. Please welcome contestant number 5, Dylan, to the stage. Up you come, Dylan. Take it away.
Discovered an alien civilization in a galaxy far, far away. Sounds like a dream, right? Well, I disagree, and I can change your opinion too. Scientists estimate there are approximately 100 to 400 billion stars in our galaxy alone. That means for every person on Earth, there are 50 stars in our galaxy. However, not all star systems can have life, and that is because there are 3 main barriers that life needs to pass in order for it to form. Number 1, liquid water on the surface of the planet. This is where all life on Earth originated from, and it's where you find the most bacteria. Number 2, the chemical building blocks for life. Oxygen, hydrogen, carbon, sulfur, phosphorus, and nitrogen. These make up all organic matter. Number 3, orbiting a habitable star. This is incredibly important, as some stars are dangerous and incinerate planets before they can birth life. Now, you might be thinking, why don't we just go explore all these billions of planets? Surely we'll find life. Well, unfortunately, the fastest rocket we have only goes a fraction the speed of light, meaning it would take 150,000 years to reach the nearest star. That's almost as long as humans have existed. But imagine we did have light speed travel and time travel, and we go back to the beginning of the universe. How far do you think we would have traveled if we'd been traveling all of that time? 80%? 90%? 100%? No, we'd barely be 10% of the way across the universe. What this really means is that even if we find life, we probably could not reach them. And that is because the speed of light is just too slow. However, there is a silver lining. There might be life in our own solar system. Enceladus, one of the moons of Saturn, is covered in a sheet of solid ice. But underneath the ice, scientists think there is a warm salt ocean. And this is an incredibly good sign, as all life on Earth originated from a warm salt ocean. On top of that, there are crevasses in the ice that occasionally erupt gases 2,500 miles into the air. They're so large, we even flew a probe through one, and it recorded gases such as carbon dioxide, nitrogen, and hydrogen, which are some of the building blocks for life that I mentioned earlier. This is great news, as we might actually have life in our own solar system. However, it probably won't have green skin, 5 eyes, or tentacles, but is more likely to be bacteria, and that is because the universe is still relatively new, and we might just be the first to have evolved to intelligence. However, to end on a high note, there are 1 septillion stars in our universe. That's 24 zeros. So I'm sure there's someone else looking up at the night sky in a galaxy far, far away. So next time you look up at the night sky, what will you think? Did I change your opinion? Thank you.
Wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. Thank you, Dylan. So life may be even closer than we expect in that salty water. Let me come to the judges for some questions. Samir, can I start off with you, if that's okay?
Thanks for the really interesting talk, Dylan. I was just wondering, when you were researching this topic, obviously it's one of those where we don't really have any answers. What was it like trying to get some credible information about life out there in the universe?
Yeah, I wanted to not make it as really negative, like we'll never find life. And that's quite hard because there's a lot of information that says we'll never find life. I wanted to make people believe that there will be life out there because that's what I believe. And it was definitely hard finding credible information, but I mostly use NASA, pages and stuff. So yeah.
Thank you.
Wonderful, thank you. Joe, do you have another question?
Well, space is huge, literally, and it's also a massive topic, isn't it? So how did you distill down the things that you were researching into your 3-minute talk?
It was really hard. I mean, I could probably have written several different speeches, and I would probably not have crossed over anything. I wanted to talk about how we probably would never be able to reach life, but also how there might be life in our own solar system. So that's why I chose Enceladus.
Thank you.
Wonderful, wonderful. Dylan, thank you very much. Contestant number 5, another round of applause. You can head back to your seat. Thank you.